and talk to him. Excuse me, sir. How are you, sir? Probably what was most striking about what was happening and the speech by the president, most people expected such results. Did we get what we wanted? The people expected people to be fired and all that. Do you think that it fell short of what we expected?
I don't think it is a duty of the president to fire anybody. This is supposed to be a State of the Nation address to say what, in his view, is the nation doing. And I think in that regard, he did very well by highlighting key issues that affect the life of the people of Kenya, stating where we're coming from, where we are, and the destination where we want to go.
It might not be his decision to fire people, but probably he could recommend some far-reaching ramifications with regards to fighting corruption. Today, as it stands, probably Kenyans feel shortchanged with that speech.
The thing, which Kenyans have you talked to? This is the media. This is how you mislead the people. Because which Kenyans you feel cheated? Kenyans have just heard what the president said. He said that there will be no compromise in the war against corruption. And I share that fully, that there should be no compromises. But he also said that everything is going to be done within the rule of law. That it's not going to be a jungle kind of law where somebody is just picked and beaten up and jailed, which is right. But this must be fast-tracked. I think the frustration of the people of Kenya, the time that is taken to do these investigations, that there must also be an end to investigations and prosecution. I think in that regard, I totally agree with the rest of the country, that we need to move with speed and ensure that the people who are continuing to loot the wealth of this country, who are denying this country development, must face the law, and the sooner the better.
He also talked about the judiciary and the slow pace, and he actually even spoke to the Chief Justice and said that it cannot be just one or two branches of government that are going to fight this. He even went ahead to say that some members of the judiciary were mentioned, and he's even revoked an appointment of a judge. Do you also feel like the judiciary is not moving at the same pace with regards to this war on corruption?
I think the judiciary is part and parcel of this country. We are not expecting angels from heaven here. And I think that this war really ought to have started with the judiciary, to clean up judiciary and the general legal framework. Because as you know that the lawyers, the law firms which actually hide most of this loot in their clients' accounts, which are in themselves untouchable. So we really need to start there, to ensure that the members of the judiciary themselves are clean so that they can stand in judgment against other Kenyans. But if you start with a corrupt judiciary, you cannot really expect to get proper justice in the country.
So do you believe some members of the judiciary need to be changed for us to achieve this?
It's not a question of members being changed. Just investigate judiciary the way you investigate everybody else. So that if you find that there's a judge who is corrupt, a judge who is making some rulings which are biased because of bribes or commissions that have been given, and then he needs to deal with them. So nobody in this war should be above the law. This is what we're saying.
Thank you very much. Well, that has been opposition leader Raila Odinga, who was one of the members who sat at the Speaker's gallery trying to listen to President Uhuru Kenyatta and his speech with regards to what he has been able to capture.